Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the Full Timers Podcast. I am Vila.
I'm Ricky.
And I'm Roeun.
I thought Roeun was going to go for second.
Y'all got to figure that out.
He usually goes second, doesn't he?
What's up, y'all?
Hey. Welcome to the podcast.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Okay, I can hear that whistling noise now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know
higher.
if people listening can hear it, but there's a slight whistling noise. I don't know where it's coming from. Anyway, what's up, y'all?
Hey.
How's y'all's week?
Good.
Good. Finally made it.
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome to the Full Timers Podcast. This is a bi-weekly show where we have candid conversations that awkwardly navigates through the nuances of adulthood. Today we are talking about how did grade school prepare us? Dun dun dun. Bless you.
You see that camera shake?
The camera person sneezed.
Yo, shout out to the camera person.
Yeah, before we go into the main topic, what's up? That whistling noise is still getting me.
Me too.
Yeah. Me too.
I don't know where it's coming. I don't know if it's the lights or the cameras.
Should we try to figure it out? Like,
I don't know.
What should we do?
Did it stop earlier?
Yeah, for a moment, then it came back. But I feel like it's more prominent now than it was before.
Something's interfering with it.
Like an electronic.
Yeah. Could be these lights or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so usually we have something like a off-topic thing to start the show, like a warm-up, but I don't have a warm-up.
4th of July. Did you do anything special?
The 4th. What did I do? Nothing special. I just relaxed, did some laundry, cleaned up a little bit. Did I go out? I didn't go out. I went to my friend's house, played Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a new apartment complex down the street. Watched some fireworks there. And I binge watched Stranger Things the next day.
Nice.
Pretty much it. What about y'all?
Nothing really on the 4th. Oh, no, we had like a cook-in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
At
it did rain.
Mom's house.
You did too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lots of good food.
All of the family came?
Yeah. So
Sure.
nice.
Cool.
And then the Friday after that, we went to Charlottesville to David and Tino's house.
How was Seaville? I've never been to I've only been to downtown mall. I've never been outside of that. So how was like that town?
Very different landscape. You got like a lot of hills and mountains, obviously. But yeah, we like went to a park, walked around. That was cool. And then we went to watch Midsummer at a place called the Alamo Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Cine Bistro?
Yeah.
It's like that, where it's like,
Dine-in type.
Yeah, dine in. You got the lazy boy chairs, and then the they give you food and stuff.
Yeah.
Midsummer wasn't the best for that because it gets kind of.
Oh, what'd you order to eat then?
Hot chicken sandwich. There was like one like kind of gross thing that happened in the beginning, so I was like, oh shoot, I gotta like eat fast now before anything worse happens. So.
Are you the type to lose your appetite?
Yeah, if I see something nasty on the screen.
So if you were watching, say, Saw, and you were eating spaghetti.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
Seriously? I didn't know.
Yeah, like Walking Dead, I can't.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
You don't get like that?
Mm-mm. Ruben, how was your 4th?
It was okay. Stay home and did a little bit of laundry. Just did a little bit of Netflix here and there.
What'd you watch?
I started to try to get into the Stranger Things stuff.
Have you watched it before?
Nah, I saw bits and pieces on TV, but never
Damn.
like sit down and watch it.
So I'm the only one that's hyped for it.
Yeah.
No, I think it's great. I watched 2 episodes of the
No, I mean like
season.
me being
overall
fandom, like a huge nerd.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I went to Second and Charles, which is a local bookstore. I bought the 3 Stranger Things novels along with the companion book, which is like the writer's notes and the scripts.
Wow.
Are the novels canon?
Maybe I haven't read it yet. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, eventually I get to those. Work. I started work last week. Last time we talked, that was my first week. Finished my second week now. It's weird. I'm not gonna say where, but I work for a school now, and just seeing the students aren't in yet because it's still summertime, but there are students doing orientation. So I see them doing tours and stuff.
Mhm.
And in my head, like, man, you guys have no idea what's in store once you finish school.
Tell him, man. Tell him.
Yeah, like school, even though you're in college, you're on your own for sure, but like you still have that sense of being sheltered because you're under that umbrella. Whereas, being an adult, you're straight up on your own.
Right, less structure.
Yeah.
Mm.
And like, man, enjoy all this time not going to work and not having that much bills. Because once you get older, man, you can have all these bills.
Mm-hmm.
The responsibility.
They're gonna come out of nowhere. You're not gonna realize that it's coming at you. It'll just come at you.
Yeah, come at you like a bad dream.
Yeah. What was one of the first big bills that you had to pay for?
Bills.
I think mine was credit cards. But that's one of my choosing too. Now it's like credit cards, health insurance.
I wouldn't call it a big bill, but my phone bill was like I think the first like monthly thing I had to pay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that wasn't a lot, but yeah, the first big one, probably my car.
Yeah.
Car payments. So
I hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's weird because even when I was in school, college, I was hoping to finish. Like, I was anxious to finish and just hurry up and just work.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't realize, man, I do miss that sheltered kind of environment. Like, all you have to do is just go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, much simpler back then, wasn't it?
But also it did suck because I didn't have much money. So
Yeah, pros and cons.
yeah, for sure. Like, no matter how prepared you are or you think you are, you still can't be ready for adulthood per se.
No.
Unless you're rich, but
That's a whole nother story.
yeah. Are you rich, Roeun? One day we'll get there, y'all.
We'll get there eventually. One day.
Yeah. So y'all ready to get into this?
Let's get into it.
Yeah, the main topic. Did grade school prepare us?
Are we gonna answer that right off the bat?
I mean, just your quick impression. What do you think overall? Do you think grade school prepare y'all?
That's tough to say either yes or no. Like
a loaded
completely.
question, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Roeun?
I say yes.
Okay. I'm yes and no.
Yeah.
Are you the same way?
Yeah. There's a lot of. I wrote a thing down, but
yeah.
I'll say that for later.
So real quick, we're not going to go deep into just our grade school experiences. Just more so, how did schooling in general, county school, public schooling, I don't know, public county schools, how did they prepare us to become adults? That's the basic preface of this topic of conversation. So I feel like, how should we start this? What kind of students were y'all like growing up?
Roeun, you want to go first?
I think I did. I was one of those ESL kids, learning how to speak English when you were trying to go to school and like learn how to speak correct English.
Wait, where were you born?
Overseas.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were born here too, right?
Mm-hmm. I was born in Long Beach, California.
California. LA? Is that LA? No.
Near it.
I don't know.
I didn't really live there though.
How long were you there for?
Like 3 months. I think my family was just
Okay.
visiting. Then I was born there and came back to Virginia.
I was born here, Virginia, born and raised. So you were an ESL kid. I was an ESL kid. I didn't think we would jump into that now, but I guess we could jump into that now.
Yeah.
But back to the question. Yeah, the kind of student I was a studious kid. Like, I did my homework. I wasn't good at quizzes or tests or anything, but I just did the homework because I thought that's all you do.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
tests, I mean, I'm not good at absorbing information like other kids are or the smarter ones are, but I just did what I was supposed to do, and I tried my best. Even my best was average. I mean, I wasn't a bad guy. I wasn't defiant or saying no or talking back. I just like, okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
I was a pretty bad student, I think. I got all kinds of grades from A's to F's. Yeah, I didn't do my homework a lot of the time. I mean, did well enough to graduate high school, but Yeah, I didn't take it very seriously.
Right.
Um,
I wouldn't say I
And-
took it too seriously either. Like I just did my thing
yeah,
and I did the best I could, but
I didn't.
I didn't
I didn't put.
I
a lot of
didn't
effort.
push myself to be the best. You know, I just
Mhm.
did what I did.
Yeah.
How were you at tests? Did you pass any of them, or
Yeah, I think I did okay on tests.
like did you ever study?
If I was like completely unsure of what the
Right.
tests had on it,
Right.
like it was like completely clueless. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, did okay.
Were you good at tests?
Yeah, it was good.
Let me ask you this: what was your favorite class?
Probably English.
Why is that?
Learning how to speak and write proper grammar. And use it later in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what about you?
My favorite. Yeah, it's weird because I think English was my best subject.
Yeah.
Like I did really well in that out of anything.
Mhm.
But I think my favorite would have been math, even though I suck at math.
Really?
I just like the functions and operations and all that. I don't know. There's like a rule to it, and you got to follow it step by step
Mhm.
to get the
Mhm.
right answer. So
Yeah. For me, it was either math or science.
Hmm.
I think for that though, because I know that there is a solution to it. Like in math, 2 + 2 is going to equal 4. That's the definite answer. Whereas other classes, it was always like kind of subjective. Like maybe it could be this, maybe it could be that.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not like a definite thing. I ask you guys what your favorite classes were. Of your favorite classes, what did you absorb the most as far as information, and how do you apply it to your adulthood today? Roeun, how did English? Okay, of course we speak English, right?
Yeah.
So as far as like the verbs and adjectives, like all that stuff, the sentence structure,
Yeah.
does that still apply to you today?
Yeah.
In a way, yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Mm.
What else did we learn in English? Just that,
grammar, spelling,
prepositions.
yeah, conjunctions.
Sentences.
I mean, a lot of stuff from English. I think for me, like, yeah, I think I absorb English the most.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't read a lot of books.
Yeah.
I read a lot of articles on the internet and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's helped me a lot with like trying to understand what people are trying to say through either spoken word or through text.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I think I'd respond a lot to that.
Okay. That makes sense now.
I like to spell too, like correctly. That's the thing.
Were you ever good at spelling bees?
Yeah, actually, in 4th grade, I won my like overall school spelling bee or whatever.
For real?
Yeah,
Cool.
and then we went to like the county spelling.
You did?
Yeah. But it was like, like 100 other kids there.
Yeah.
They have you select a random number 1 through 100 to see which position you
Place,
start
yeah.
in. I had to pick number 1 out of everyone.
Oh wow.
And so when I got up there, they were like, "Oh, it's, spell allergy," So I was like ALLERGIES.
Oh.
But then they're like, "No, I'm sorry, there was a plural, not
Yeah.
the just
Singular.
allergy." Yeah, so yeah, I got eliminated the very first.
I think I came in 3rd in my class, not
Yeah.
the whole school or county.
Mhm.
Dang, man, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. English. Do you apply your math skills today?
No, I still suck at math, man.
Like algebra?
I have to use a calculator or something.
I was good at algebra.
Oh, algebra, yeah, I really liked algebra.
It was
I don't
so
apply
easy.
it. Yeah, I don't apply it in real life.
Yeah, so yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little argument, not argument, but I have a little thing.
I
to
was
say.
thinking about that when I was looking over the outline. I was
Yeah.
thinking about algebra. I was like, who uses that
Yeah.
in normal life?
Physics I kind of use today, not as far as like
Doing
writing down
calculations.
formulas or anything, but like just kind of eyeballing some stuff. You good, Roeun?
Yeah.
Just gotta adjust.
If physics, chemistry, I never used at all. What else? The only thing I used was just basic math and basic algebra.
Mm.
and civics. Did you ever take government class?
Yeah, that wasn't of very much interest to me though. I don't know. It just didn't like catch my attention.
Yeah, I can't remember what was taught in it, just like the basics, 3 branches of government.
Yeah,
kind
the
of stuff.
structure of government and all that. Like I don't know, that stuff doesn't really appeal to me personally.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. Oh, geography. I like geography too. Just like learning about the world and where everything is, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that applies today too, I think.
Yeah.
Did they ever teach you how to read maps? What class was that? Or was it just in elementary school where everything was just blended together?
I remember there was one specifically for geography, I think. Maybe middle
class?
school. Yeah.
Geography class. Maybe, I don't know.
Or
I think
maybe it was
so,
like history/geography.
Mm-hmm. It might have been middle
Something
school
like
then.
Yeah.
Do they teach y'all how to read maps? Shake the camera, yes or no. But
No,
dang.
that's a no.
Yeah. Remember in elementary school they taught us how to use a dictionary and encyclopedias?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did they teach you how to use dictionaries and encyclopedias?
No.
Okay.
We got so many questions for the camera.
I know.
man.
We have a website for dictionary.
Is it Wikipedia?
He said they have websites for dictionaries. What's the website?
Dictionary.com.
Oh. Oh, duh.
You can always Google everything.
Dictionary.com.
Do you know what a thesaurus is?
He
It's
knows.
like a dinosaur.
He said it sounds like a. We're gonna get your own mic.
Oh, that's with the syllabuses and the antonyms, I think. Right?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say, I know thesaurus.com.
Oh, they do have that.
What else did what other useless things did we have to learn in the grade school curriculum? I'm trying to think.
I had this.
Chemistry was definitely on my list.
I don't know if chemistry is useless. I mean, maybe we don't use it in our everyday lives. But
I mean, yeah, like for generic people.
Okay, you're
the
talking
general
about just-
general public. I mean, of course, there's chemists that goes on and study that, but you know,
Yeah.
that's
specialized.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people say art classes were useless, but I mean, that's my field. So
Yeah.
for me, I can't say that. For y'all, it's probably different.
No, I mean, it's good to be creative, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of opens that door
Mhm.
a little bit.
I want to say geometry too, but I feel like that in some ways that like physics, it helps.
Mm-hmm.
Like having some type of base knowledge of
Yeah.
that helps. Just the formulas that we don't apply and use at all.
In
Like, do y'all
everyday
ever
life.
see yourself using pi?
No.
I don't know how to use
I forgot what the formula was. How to find a circumference was C equals R squared times pi.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah, I
probably
was
been
bad
ages
at this
since I
stuff.
used the pi system.
The pi system. Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah, that was like a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Yeah,
that was an easy one.
Yeah, it was easy, but do we use it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, how much of our time was spent learning stuff that the general public don't really need? Because you could just learn that on your own or at a higher education
Yeah,
place.
now that I'm thinking about it, you are kind of right. Like a lot of that stuff could have been used later on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, do they do it in case students do find an interest in that and want to like pursue it more?
Like planting the seed type of thing?
Yeah. Do they want like the few kids that would like it to start early or something?
I could see that argument also, but like at the same time,
What
You're
about the
fa-
other kids?
yeah, you're failing the kids that don't know it and probably don't
Don't
need to
care.
have the interest to know it.
Yeah. So maybe not. Maybe that's just me thinking out loud.
But that kind of goes into like I was gonna say maybe we could talk about this more later, but like the testing structure of it too for grade schools. But back to like other useless things we learned. I wanted to put down gym, like PE class,
I thought about that a lot too.
Me too.
but like of course if we never were active at home and then not at school, how out of shape would the kids be?
Very.
Or
Yeah.
not having the knowledge of
Yeah.
How to treat your body,
Health,
how to
yeah.
eat.
Yeah, and how to
Properly.
warm up your body and stuff. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So gym is helpful.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like it because it's physical or whatever, but I think it helps you overall.
Yeah. I think the one thing that kind of sucks about gym, though, for us growing up, we had what was it called? The physical fitness tests.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? They have to be, there's like a set metric of if you're not doing this number of sit-ups
Yeah.
at this age and weight, whatever, you're not healthy. Was it not healthy or something else?
Something like
Physically fit.
Physically fit. But if you exceed this amount, you get the presidential.
Presidential,
that.
yeah.
Award.
Did you guys ever get presidential or fail any of them?
I don't think I failed, or if I did, it
I
wasn't too
barely
bad.
passed. I was a little chubby kid in elementary school.
Uh-huh.
I barely passed
Yeah.
some of them. Remember the sit and reach? I could
Was
never
that
get
with
to
the box one?
sit the
Ooh.
box,
Oh yeah,
putting your feet up, and then you try to reach.
I kind of like that one.
I barely got that one.
Yeah.
I wasn't flexible at all.
Huh.
I missed that.
Pull-ups? Remember pull-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
The
did
whole
you
thing.
could have gotten?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think I had 7 or 8 in a row.
Yeah.
What are you?
I did 10.
This boy's about to sleep. I told you.
we asked them, man.
Hey, you want
He was
coffee?
sleepy.
No.
Roeun, how many pull-ups could you do?
He said 10.
Not now, but like back then.
I don't know. Probably at least until my arm got tired.
So which is what?
Good answer.
25 maybe.
25
Damn.
Yeah.
You have a pull-up bar?
downstairs. It's kind of hooked to the door.
Nice.
No.
Okay,
Uh,
after recording, we should see how many we can do.
Room might throw up though. All the next.
Oh
one.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The water to clean
Was-
up.
We did.
Was
have
push-ups one of it too? I don't think push-ups were.
Mm-mm.
I don't remember again. Like this is so far back.
Mhm.
I remember. Okay, tell me if this is
Curls. Sorry to interrupt, but like sit-ups weren't they? part
sit-ups
of
was one. I forgot what the number was. I think like 50.
Hmm.
35. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, what are you gonna say?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is this kind of like body shaming or weight shaming? So an alternative to pull-ups, if you can't do a pull-up, you have to do the hanging curls or the hanging.
Oh yeah, just hold it like
Yeah,
that?
so hold it for whatever time frame.
Yeah.
Is that in a way kind of shaming, or them trying to be fair?
Be fair.
Because
I think fair. I don't think they would try to.
the
like,
bigger
embellish.
kids couldn't do a pull-up and they had to do the hanging part.
I mean, it's either do the hanging or, just be like, oh, like they can't be like, oh, you can't do a pull up, then you instantly fail. I don't think they can do
Yeah.
that. That was kind of harsh. So I think the hanging curl was like kind of like, like a compromise,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the mile?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sucked at that too.
That
What was the
mhm.
fastest time you've gotten? Did we talk about this?
Off mic, I think.
Okay.
Not, I think like 9 minutes or something like that.
That's not bad, though.
Really? I thought that was horrible because everyone the faster kids in my class would get
6
like
minutes.
6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because
I
they
was
had
like,
nothing else to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were the track kids too, anyways.
I think my fastest mile was 7:11. 7 minutes, 11 seconds.
That's fast.
Pretty good.
And that was the only time I got that
That you,
time.
oh, nice.
After that, it was like 9 minutes.
When was this?
I was in the 7th grade
Hmm.
at Tuckahoe Middle School.
Tuckahoe?
Yeah, man. Good.
Roeun, what was your time? Do you remember?
Did they? You had gym in what the late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did y'all have to run the mile?
I think so, yeah.
Do you remember how fast your fastest time was?
Mm-mm.
I think nowadays they just make you just have to complete it. You don't have to run the whole thing.
Yeah.
You can just like walk. I think
Is that right?
like you don't have to run the mile. You can like walk it.
You have to run or at least jog if you're tired. You have to like jog or like speed walk.
And do you just have to finish it, or do you have to do it at a certain time?
You just have to finish.
See, it's different now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think if you didn't run within that certain time, you had to do it again on a different day.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound familiar?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That sucks, man.
I know.
Yeah.
I wonder why they changed that, because you can't.
Some people aren't built
Pushing
like
us
that.
at a young age, is that healthy? I mean,
It
there's.
depends on the kid.
Yeah, that's true.
Some
Yeah.
kids like that, the discipline and all that. But some kids aren't built for that.
Yeah.
You can't like force that upon them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My chair's very squeaky. Sorry if you can hear that.
It's one of the old chairs from the flea market. What other things that they made us learn? I have a little rant about history class, but I don't know how deep I should talk about that. Like,
It's up to you.
At least for us, history that was taught to us was a little skewed. Not really fair to Native Americans. You know where I'm getting at here?
Yeah. But I'm trying to think about mine.
Like, it was biased towards the colonizers.
Right. I think my education about that was fair.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in high school, I think.
Yeah, I think it depends. Also, depends on your teacher who's teaching it. Like, are
Yeah.
they giving you the straight up truth about,
Yeah.
or are they just going by curriculum?
Yeah, I don't think they really sugarcoated it that much for me.
Yeah, I feel like that's different for me because from what I remember, it was pretty biased. It wasn't until like I got older, did my own research, that some of the facts were left out on purpose, and that they glorified.
They gave you the Pocahontas course.
Yeah, Pocahontas wasn't. I think she was kidnapped by one of them, right?
Yeah,
Is that- I don't
something
know.
like that. I don't know. I don't want to get that history wrong
Yeah.
either. But she wasn't happy. Was the thing.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the teacher thing. Like, did you guys ever have teachers where they were so passionate about developing your brains, versus there were teachers that were just there for the check? Did you ever have teachers that you guys remembered dearly?
Yeah, I think I did.
I think. Go ahead.
I think I had one teacher that was like really wanted to teach me and make me learn how to,
Like, they actually cared about
yeah,
your growth as a human being. And
yeah, how to, yeah.
What, you remember what class it was?
I think it was my ESL class.
You love that
It all
class,
comes
don't
back to
you?
ESL.
Yeah, I think I had a passionate ESL teacher.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, you were.
I'm trying to think. Like, either I didn't care enough to notice. I'm such a bad student, I'm telling you. Or it wasn't to that extreme. Like, the teachers weren't that passionate. I mean, they probably were. There's some, definitely. But again, I just, like, didn't really pay attention, so.
So was there ever any class where you, like,
Tried?
no, not tried, but just like, okay, I'm interested in this. Let me put some effort into this.
Not really. Like, every
Yeah.
once in a while, I'll be like, okay, let's, like, I just feel like trying for this moment, and then going back to, like, I can't, I can't do this.
Well, dang, man.
It's just, I don't know. For me personally, like, the way they teach stuff in school is, like, it's hard for me to learn that way. Like, them, like, reading stuff to you or putting stuff on the chalkboard or whiteboard and stuff. Like, oh, this is this and this and that. Like, I gotta be, like, hands-on with stuff, basically. It's hard for me to be told information and, like, remember it.
And then regurgitate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk more about that structure a little bit.
Okay.
But my teacher that I remember the most, I have two, was my art teacher in high school, Miss Yost, rest in peace, and my history teacher in high school, Miss Knapp. She was good. We went to different high schools.
Yeah. That name does sound familiar.
Did you go to my school for a year? No.
David did.
David did.
Maybe that's where I heard that name from.
Yeah. But yeah, she was very passionate about making sure that we are developed as human beings.
Yeah.
Young adults also. So shout out to her. I think those are the only teachers that seemed like they cared. But back to what you were saying earlier before I just mentioned my teachers. The teaching structure. Yeah, I do agree with you that just the whole notion of sitting in a classroom for 2 hours at a time per class and just either listening to a lecture or reading the entire time and then expecting to absorb that and then regurgitate it through tests. I feel like that is not, for me at least, it's not a good way to learn. At least I realize now the type of learner I am, I have to be in the field kind of thing. Like, I picked up web design coding just by making something versus listening to a teacher talk or demonstrating it,
Yeah.
expecting to imitate that,
Right.
understand it, and then doing it on my own. I can't do that. So it's pretty much the same way you are.
Mm.
What about you, Roeun?
I'm the same way.
Are you rather be hands on?
Yeah.
So if you're in a classroom at a university in a large hall with like 100 people, and you got to listen to a teacher talk for like 3 hours, you probably can do it. I've done that. It sucks. You can't do it? You right?
Yeah.
You good?
You were dozing off a little bit.
No.
When he does, make sure you get that. Yeah. I was in a science class in college, class of 200 people.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get the right education and that kind of thing.
Yeah, there's so many people, like one professor, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
you
that's
have
wild to me.
a huge board and all, but like it's still you're in the same situation where you're just listening to the teacher talk.
Yeah, like might as well watch like a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Same effect, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's got to be more like engaging
Mhm.
education, I think.
Yeah, I think that's one thing. I'm probably off base, but like, how would you accommodate other learning styles of different people? You know, like, is it because they know that listening and regurgitating is like one of the most definite ways of learning, or is it just that that's the only way they could do it because not enough teachers, not enough resources?
Yeah, I think probably not enough resources.
Mm-hmm.
I know they do like some like one-on-one
Yeah.
teacher student kind of thing,
Yeah.
and you have tutors and stuff. But I wonder if they had like the majority of kids that need like that kind of
Mhm.
education style of learning or whatever. Would that be like probably too much for the staff to handle?
Yeah.
So I guess, you know, the traditional, the way that teachers teach is
Yeah.
just like the most basic you can get,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, and try to reach out to the most people.
Yeah. I'm sure in college some classes majors are a lot different. You are hands-on in the field learning things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had some friends that took some organic chemistry class, whatever it was. I don't know what it was. But they went out to the James River and actually caught some fish and learned about their anatomy versus
Yeah, that'd be great. That
Yeah.
sounds like fun to me.
stuff like that. Speaking of, they have a brewery class now to make beer.
What?
Because you know how Richmond is a big beer
Yeah.
making place now,
Yeah.
apparently. They have a beer making class, which is cool. I might take it because my new job lets me take college classes for free. So we can make some beer.
Free
Let's make some beer on the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
You show me how to do it, and I'll
Yeah.
follow your lead.
So we talked about the useless information. Well, some. What do you think they should have taught us?
More. I mean, and they did, but more like ecology stuff, like environmental awareness and all that.
Yeah.
Like I remember learning about that like a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like that's important for kids to learn.
I feel like now that's a more of a bigger topic, right?
Yeah,
Green-
like
Green Earth.
nowadays, because
Yeah.
But I think that's like, because that's gonna have repercussions for like not only your own life, but like the younger generation
Yeah.
and stuff.
You're
I
right.
think that's important.
Yeah,
for
you're
sure,
right. I
so.
feel like if they taught us more about that or more conscious back then, maybe it'll be a little bit better. The earth will be a little bit more better than it is now. Yeah, the green earth ecology. I was gonna say like financial stuff, like teaching us how to do taxes, how to
Mhm. Agreed.
do budgets
Yeah.
I took like a financial class.
in high school.
Yeah, it taught us all that, but again, I wasn't very interested.
Damn, man.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I was horrible. So
Okay.
bad. Oh, you know what's one thing that was useful?
Yeah.
That wasn't a traditional class was driver's ed.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm
obviously.
a pretty decent driver with it. There's a lot of stuff I still remember, like a lot of the techniques and everything. Because like there's a lot of kids that that learn how to drive outside of school.
I did, yeah.
There's two people in particular that said their driving teacher did not teach them a thing. Show them like a video. 3 days later, they just got their license in the mail without like learning anything, no driving test or anything.
Was it outside of the
Outside of
county
school, yeah.
Was it
I don't want to say though, like all that.
Was it
I don't know.
okay?
I'm not sure. I'll have to ask the people. I don't want to say their names either.
If it's the one I did, I'll say it. You know how you're supposed to do that how many hours log?
40 hours.
40 hours?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Well, that was mine in school.
well, that log we didn't have to do it.
We had to, but I made up a lot of my hours
Okay.
on that.
We didn't have to do anything.
Hmm.
No log. All we did was drive around the neighborhood, picked up the other students, and went to that after school class.
Hmm.
And then that's it.
Damn, y'all had it easy.
But we had to pay $200.
Oh.
I guess so. Time over money.
Yeah. What other keyboarding class? I learned a lot. Remember? Did you ever take keyboarding?
Yes, and I didn't need to because I already like learned how to play from like playing like video games on the PC and
Yeah.
everything. So I already knew how to like type on the keyboard, but I just took it because I didn't want to take anything else. And it was like easy.
Damn, man. You was a bad kid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say bad kid. You was like a most
No, I was bad.
non-tentative student.
Yeah, I was like, go out of like, I'll try anything to like not
Get the
have to
easy
put
way
any
out?
effort. Yeah, I'm telling you, I was horrible.
Did you take it in middle school?
Yeah, I did in middle school and then again in high school.
Are you serious?
Damn.
Did you take study hall?
Yeah, I did. Of course, I had to.
Study hall was a joke.
But you know what? I don't think I've ever fallen asleep in class, even in study hall.
Oh, dude. I fell asleep so much my senior year. Only because I worked night shifts when I had the job at a fast food place. And my English teacher, we were reading the Canterbury Tales out loud. I don't know why we were doing that.
Uh-huh.
You fell asleep.
Remember, you know those desk guards, like an armrest
Yeah.
on the right-hand side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were in the middle of reading the Canterbury Tales. And then the book is laid out on the desk like, regular flat. I was sitting straight up like this, my eyes looking down, starting to doze off. Eventually, I felt my body going sideways like this, away from the armrest. I'm like about to fall off.
Yeah.
I'm
Slouching.
I'm upright still. Like, if you've seen this video, you'll see how I'm doing this.
Yeah.
But like, I'm literally like this the whole time.
Uh-huh. Oh,
My
wow.
teacher did not wake me up. She saw me like this the whole time because she was standing in front of the class. I'm literally this far
You
out.
have your eyes closed like that.
Yeah. And then I think I forgot how I woke up. You know when you wake up from a nap, you have one of those jumps, those jolts.
Yeah.
What would you call? We talked about this. I think. What was it called? Jump.
Something.
Was there a proper name for it? I don't.
Yeah, there was a proper
I don't
name.
remember.
Actually, I think H3 talked about this, but
Must have missed that.
I jumped. And I looked at my teacher. She started laughing. She was so nice. She was like the sweetest teacher ever.
Yeah.
And then after class, I felt bad. So after the whole class was dismissed, it was the last class of the day too.
Uh-huh.
So after everybody left us after at the bell, I went up to her and said, "I'm so sorry. I fell asleep like that." And then I said, "I worked night shifts like 4 times out of the week.
Yeah.
I worked last night. I didn't have much sleep." So she understood. She was very nice. But after that, I didn't fall asleep again.
Huh.
I did fall asleep in study hall though.
Yeah.
Me
I
too.
don't know. I didn't.
Did they let you sleep? Not sleep. Put headphones on?
No. No hoodies. No hats.
We just had to
No
sneak it.
phones. I mean, yeah, but they wouldn't like let you do it like out in the open, right?
I had one study hall teacher. He's like, if I don't see it, I don't see it.
Oh, like that. Yeah, we had some like that too who really didn't care.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
What was I gonna say next? Yeah, what did you? Excuse me. What did you wish they taught us in school?
Probably how to use the internet more.
Yeah, but you're like early,
Me
No, I'm late.
incoming.
Yeah.
late 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Yeah.
I think all the teachers were trying to figure out the internet too.
Yeah.
You guys.
How do you Google? What is Google?
Yeah.
Yeah, like for a cameraman, you're way the new. What generation is this? Z?
Z.
Are you right?
Yeah, I think.
There was a time where the teachers were still discovering Google, and they taught us at Johnson. They taught us how to use Netscape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you had to learn what a search engine was and all that.
It was Ask Jeeves or Ask
Yes, geez, yeah.
or
Psych.com.
Excite. What was
I
that?
don't remember that.
It was a search engine.
Oh, damn.
All the web. It's probably a whole bunch of search engines on the
Yeah.
internet. Wikipedia.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah.
Did you have to use that resource?
Yeah.
I was so confused what I was looking at the time. Like what? Like what's the point of this kind of thing?
Uh-huh.
You know. One thing I did remember from middle school, I took a technical drawing class. Did you remember the woodshop teacher? They had a woodshop there.
Mr. R.
Yeah.
let's say? Okay.
Did they ever use that woodshop?
What do you mean?
Like actually use the tools?
Oh,
I don't remember
yeah, I remember them using it.
anybody using that.
Mhm. I remember it.
Do they still teach that stuff?
Like woodshop and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we ask our cameraman again?
Do y'all? No. My high school didn't have a woodshop.
Mine did.
Did your high school have a woodshop?
No.
He said no.
The other ones do. The ones my friend goes to.
Mine did.
Yours would too? Wait,
Yeah,
no, you didn't. Where was it? Where was it?
Brooklyn.
Oh, it's all high school.
Oh, high school. Yeah, they had it. They had it when I went.
Which room?
The woodshop class.
Where was it at?
In the woodshop building.
Very specific.
All right, man. Gotcha.
In Mr. Mason's class.
Mr. Mason. He was already gone by the time I went.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't remember because I feel like it was starting to phase out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they had it at my high school. And I took that class too. But the teacher, like, he did not care at all. Like, I think some days he actually came in like hungover.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he would like
What?
have his sunglasses on, just walk into the room. Like he had his desk in the corner, so we just go sit in his desk in the corner and like
Just
not
chill.
really do anything. Yeah, just had us like paperwork to do, you know, like fill in the answers to this and that, and he just sit there and oh, it was crazy.
Was he like a young person?
No, older.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't remember anybody using woodshop or making stuff, and I definitely haven't used it.
Yeah,
So to me, it felt like it was phasing out, but I don't know why.
I liked it, but it was kind of intimidating to me.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, to like use actual machines and stuff. Like I was like, I don't want to
Yeah,
mess this
trusting
up.
a 13-year-old, 12-year-old to use
Yeah.
a power
Like
tool.
kids. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You right, Roeun?
Yeah.
Home ec, what is it?
Home economics.
That's what it is. Home economics.
Home ec. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, that was a good class.
we called it independent living.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
In middle school,
Oh, okay.
that's what we called it.
High school too.
I don't think
I never
did
took it though.
I took it in middle school.
I had it in middle school too also.
What did y'all learn in it?
Cooking,
Basic stuff. Cooking.
sewing pants. Did you ever do that?
No, we made a pillow.
Oh, I wish I made a pillow.
Okay.
Yeah, just like, you know,
Clothes.
Basic, yeah, home stuff.
yeah, learn to be independent.
How to maintain a sewing machine.
What?
I mean, back then, I guess I don't think I did that, but
The one class I did.
Do they still have it at high school?
In middle school, I made a pillow and I sewed in middle school.
Oh, I never took the class, so I don't know. I don't have
Oh.
context.
it was. See, that's another class. Like if I were to take it now today, I would be like really excited about it. But again, back then, I was like, I'm not gonna need this because I got like my parents. You know?
Well, I mean, shoot.
They
Like,
could cook me all the stuff and everything. Yeah.
what did y'all cook? Did y'all bake stuff? Y'all did bake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember my brother did come home with pies. Like, where'd you get this from? I was like, oh, we made it in school. I was like, what?
Yeah, I remember that. There's a lot of information I didn't retain, even though it was
What other
pretty fun.
home stuff they could have taught you?
In that class.
Like cleaning too, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, how to be clean.
How to be, okay.
Clean and organized.
Okay. I feel like they should have taught more of that stuff, though.
Yeah.
Think about it. That was a really fun class.
Was it easy?
Yeah,
Okay.
most of it was.
Mm-hmm.
I know in Japan, it's a required class to learn that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like
That's
to
why there's-
clean, to cook, to clean up after yourself at school.
That's why it's so clean over there.
Yeah, you have to clean up.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
What other thing was it? Also to farm and garden is required.
That's cool.
I feel like farming, I know there are some, it's like a specialty class.
Like agriculture.
Yeah, agriculture, at least in the high school. I can't remember
Mm-hmm.
what it was. Like one of those tech classes. I think
Uh-huh.
agriculture was one of them.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like that should be at least some type of requirement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like
I
growing,
mean, I would recommend it.
yeah, growing your own food kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Anything to make you more independent, I think is a
Mhm.
good thing. Be able to live off the land, so to speak.
Yeah,
Just provide for yourself.
yeah, for
That'd
sure.
be cool.
What other things should have taught us? Yeah, I said financials like taxes, budgets. I had a list. How to save your money.
Did I put anything else on here? I'm looking at my notes too. Sorry.
Did y'all have Did y'all take business classes? I never took it. I know
No.
I had some friends did, but
Yeah. I had a couple friends that did.
from what I remember, they said it was like another study hall though.
Yeah.
So I feel like they didn't learn
What?
much.
Yeah, I never took it. I mean, probably some friends took it, but I was like, I don't want to hear about that.
I know if you had a job and you had that class, you could leave early to go to work. I remember that much.
That sounds familiar.
I don't know what was taught in it, but I think I'm gonna say I wish they would taught us how to have interview skills, how to
Yeah.
write resumes, how to be prepared after grade school if you don't plan on going on to a higher education. I think that's one thing that I wish grade school prepared us for.
Yeah, that's
Like not everybody's going to
pretty good.
college.
right.
So how you can prepare the kids for life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I wrote down. Like trade schools stuff, like how to get into like welding or stuff like that, you know,
Mm-hmm.
automotive. But those are tech classes. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What were your interests after like senior year of high school almost done? Did you have anything in mind that you wanted to pursue, kind of thing?
Not anything specific, but I always knew I wanted to like work with my hands. I found that
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool. Yes.
And you kind of doing that now.
Yeah. So it works perfectly.
Yeah. What about you?
Learning how to cook.
Into a culinary school too, right?
Yeah.
Anything special that you learned how to make?
No, just learning how to cook in general and how to prepare and all that stuff.
Was it like you wanted to be like one of those top chefs type of dude people,
No,
or just
Just learn how to cook in general.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I didn't know what I wanted to get into.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm surprised about that.
because when the final month came by, I like, all right, what am I gonna do in my life?
Yeah.
I didn't know. My parents wanted me to go to college, so I did send out an application, but I didn't know what to study. At first, it was like one of the easy way out, so I thought of like computer science or computer technology, whatever it was, computers.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to my guidance counselor or just counselor. She was like, "Why do you want to get into this when you have like all these art credits and merits and stuff? Like, oh, why not pursue art?" I was like, "Okay, I'll sign up for art school then."
All right, fine.
Because I didn't think I wanted to pursue art for life. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was anything to like make money off of. But then I was like, at the time I was so close minded. Like I didn't know you could be a designer or that kind of thing. But it worked out in the end.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else too. I forgot what I was gonna say. We kind of avoided this a little bit or held it off, but ESL.
Yeah. English as a second language.
Yeah, for those that don't know, most of the foreign kids go in there.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any like Caucasian foreign kids in
Yeah.
ESL?
Not in my classes. They were all,
I don't remember. Yeah.
you know.
Well, in middle school there were, but elementary school.
In elementary school, I had like a bunch of mixed kids learning English alongside with me.
When did you start going?
Probably in elementary.
And
it
what
probably-
grade? I went to kindergarten.
I probably went when I was probably in second grade.
Were you in kindergarten too?
Yeah. So well, I'll tell you real quick. So yeah, they put me in kindergarten. I don't think I've ever needed it though, because I was speaking English,
Mhm.
you know, like as well
Perfect.
as
Yeah.
probably even more than Cambodian and Chinese
Yeah.
by that point too. But yeah, I never like really needed it, but I guess it just I don't know, this little Asian kid like
Yeah.
he probably needs it and not saying anything
Yeah.
because I was a quiet kid or whatever. But yeah, so I was in ESL from like kindergarten to 7th grade. They took me out after 7th grade, so 8th grade I didn't have to do it.
Mhm.
But then they put me back in 9th grade.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe they had to fill the quota or whatever it was
Yeah.
or something. But it's like definitely by that point I wouldn't need ESL, you know?
Yeah.
Even if I needed it in the first place, which I didn't. But so yeah, I had to take it 9th and 10th grade.
That's
But
BS.
again, I used it as another study hall. The teacher was cool in there too. He was like, dang, I think it was Hawaiian maybe. But yeah, he was really awesome.
Yeah, for me, I went in kindergarten. I didn't know what was going on
Mhm.
with that class, like as far as why am I going here. I didn't know the reason why. Eventually, I did. I feel like I was put in there because my parents didn't know English that much. Like they spoke broken English,
Oh yeah.
so they assumed that I didn't speak much
Right.
English. But I was speaking perfectly fine to my kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that mix-up was.
I think you can like your parents can like request to take you out of that too, but I guess my parents just didn't.
Because they probably didn't know what it was, you know?
Right, yeah. I mean not blaming them for any of that.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I guess.
And I was,
can't hurt,
yeah.
I guess.
And I was in ESL from kindergarten to 7th grade. I never went back though.
Yeah.
I did take the exit test. See, it's weird because there were some kids in elementary school that took the exit tests. I don't know what qualified them to take it though. Versus me.
Yeah.
Maybe English grade. That's because I don't care about adjectives and prepositions. You know,
Yeah.
I could talk perfectly fine.
That was
Yeah.
fun for me. Again, English I liked.
I guess it's cool.
Maybe
But-
it boosted ESL, maybe it boosted my English like
Structure.
structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just weird, man. Like, I went to in middle school. I went to ESL 6th grade, 7th grade. That's where I'm. So Virac went to elementary school with us, but I never knew Virac.
Mhm.
But I met Virac officially in 6th grade. We went to ESL together.
Oh really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, okay.
It was the same neighborhood and everything. I didn't know that. But
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
6th grade, I met Virac. We didn't know why we were in ESL either. Like the whole class didn't know. We were all speaking perfect English to the teacher.
Right.
Some of us were.
Yeah.
And like, it was just so messed up because we were there were some points where we're just arguing with the teacher, saying, "Why are we? in
Why
ESL?
are we here?
We're having a full
Why are we
argument
here?"
right now." I'm speaking
That's the
perfect-
test. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. Yeah. In my classes too, like there was like only maybe like one student that actually like would have benefited from
Yeah.
ESL. Everyone else they spoke English fine or whatever. So yeah, it was kind of weird.
I still don't know why it took us that long to get out of ESL.
Yeah.
I really do think now I'm thinking about it, it's probably because of like poor English grades. I don't know.
Mhm.
So I took the exit test in 7th grade. It was a writing portion and a multiple choice.
Yeah.
Did you have to take it?
Yeah. I remember that.
I was so offended. Gosh. So the questions were multiple choice. It was an image, and you had to
Associate.
pick what that name of the image was.
Yeah.
So it was image of a sun in the sky.
Yeah.
Multiple choice answers were the moon, sun, S-U-N, sun, S-O-N, or something else, or none of the above, something like that.
A carrot.
Gosh, I was like, one is disrespectful to my intelligence. It's like I knew this is sun. Like I wanted to get it wrong on purpose, but if I did that, I
You'd
would
be stuck in there forever.
Yeah. So I just got it over with, and it was another thing too where the teacher had to read the question to us, and then read the multiple choice.
Yeah, I
Out
remember
loud.
that, and it took forever. They had to repeat too.
Oh God! Half the kids that was feeling the same way I was were all just being sarcastic and being rude, and I get it, but also there were some students that didn't know either. So
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
but still, I don't know. It was bad.
Yeah, like just have like the people who actually will benefit from it. You don't need all the others that
Yeah.
already speak English, you know. Like I think it is a good thing if there are kids that actually need it,
Mm-hmm.
but it seemed like the majority didn't.
Yeah.
So
So I got out 7th grade. A few years later in high school, different school. For some reason, I got called into the ESL room. I haven't had ESL since 7th grade. I think this was junior year. I don't know who the ESL teacher is. I didn't know where the ESL room was. So I was called into that room. And then I seen half the kids that were, some of the kids that were in my middle school one that also went to the same high school, they were in there too. I was like, why are we in here? And the teacher calmed us down and said, hey, for some reason you got to take this test again. We were pissed.
Oh God, I can imagine.
We were pissed. Like we were saying we haven't had ESL since whatever grade.
Yeah.
And it was the same exact test. Like it was a picture of a cookie. We don't know what a damn cookie is.
There's something they're not telling us about ESL.
Yeah, like I don't get it. Is it because I had a good English grade then? I had an A in English.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I had to go in there again.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel bad. Did you take ESL?
Mm-mm.
He said
I
no.
never did.
Lucky.
Not even when I lived in Jersey, I didn't take it.
See, I feel like it is because they thought the parents, because we were speaking broken English.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of messed up, man.
Yeah, it's offensive.
That's right. You 5. No, failed 5.
No.
Yeah, but that's a clip now.
Any more ESL things you want to get off your chest, Roeun? My teachers were nice though.
Yeah, mine was.
Yeah.
How many ESL teachers did you have?
I had 2 different ones, three different ones altogether.
I think I had like 4.
Dang.
4.
Out of all 4, the one that the guy teacher he like really like put his hands on and actually let me learn how to speak English and stuff and like
Yeah.
really got down and like really talk. Versus the other 3 that didn't really care, just wanted to say that you didn't learn it properly or whatever.
When did you come to America?
84.
84.
Yeah,
And did you speak? Any?
little bit, but it was broken, like you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the structure is now. I don't know if they still have ESL.
You probably do.
Do they still have ESL?
Yeah, they still have.
Okay. What other stuff?
Uh-huh.
The testing structure of things. Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, is it a fair way of judging of what you learned?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Like, what other way would you,
Well, I mean, like,
are there? I mean,
so there's a written portion, of course, that we know of,
Mhm.
but then there's also a way of like just
like multiple choice.
putting us in that situation, and then having us do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like that's more of a higher education thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like instead of a final exam, you actually go out and say, dissect this frog or tell us what it is. I don't know. Or like if you're a doctor, instead of reading a diagram and labeling each thing, actually going out.
Yeah, see, that is like higher education
Yeah,
stuff. But
okay.
I think for grade school stuff, that was fine as is. Like, I didn't have any real complaints about tests or anything, in my opinion. I hated essays and anything like
Oh,
writing paragraphs
Write out
and stuff.
answers.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes.
It was awful.
Yes.
in college history, I had that every test was it was a short test, but you had to write a paragraph of what your answer is. It sucks. It was history.
I hated it.
I'd rather have multiple choice.
That's
too.
right.
Scantron,
Yeah,
that was great.
the percentages.
Uh-huh. What next?
I mean, testing. I guess that was fair. I don't know.
I think sometimes tests were fun for me because it was like you were.
Did you ever cheat?
I think honestly, no, that I can remember.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you cheat? Don't lie, Roeun.
Yes, I
on
did.
the mic. He said it proudly too.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You?
When I got my first cell phone in senior year, I did. It was a sidekick too, so it's kind of hard to flip it without making a noise.
Oh yeah.
So I had my friend was texting me answers. I kind of flipped it, and I got to a point where, the keyboard on the sidekick has like the home row buttons where the notch is.
Mm-hmm.
I remember with my fingers where the placement of the home rows were, so I just typed it without looking.
Oh.
So I cheated like that, A, B, C, D, and stuff.
All right.
But after that, I mean, other than that, I don't know if I really made an effort to cheat.
Yeah.
Maybe like I looked over to my friend sitting next to me. I'd be like,
Looked over.
what's
I was
number,
like,
what's number 2? And then he'll respond back with whatever digit corresponds with A, B, C, or D.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's wrap this up. Did grade school teach us anything? After we talked about this?
like basic math, basic English.
All the basic stuff?
Yeah, I mean you can't go
Yeah.
too in depth because again you gotta like a broad array of kids that learn at a different pace.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to accommodate all of them. Yeah, they can figure that out. Hopefully.
Well, technology, they gotta find a different way, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
these
good
days
there.
kids have laptops, iPads.
Did y'all have iPads in the classroom or y'all take it home?
We don't have iPads at all.
Some
At all?
schools have
We
iPads.
just
I've seen.
have, computers that we take home. I think the elementary schools had iPads. I remember when I was in elementary school, some classrooms had iPads. But I don't remember any iPads in middle or high school. Just computers.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Promethean board is? Do you have that?
The hell's that?
Those things seem so cool. Like we got some in at the place I work, but they're like I guess like whiteboards, right? And like you can project stuff on it and like draw digitally on it.
Yeah.
From what I can tell,
Like a tablet?
kind of like a giant like whiteboard tablet though.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That I haven't seen one in action yet, but that seems cool to me.
I think we
Like, I
had
would like
that
to see
in my
that.
physics class in 12th
Yeah.
grade. Runs over a fiddle with the microphone.
I've never seen.
If
Any
you kind of, just turn the knob. Not that one. No. That one. Hold the mic and then turn the knob. Okay.
Figured it out.
Let's try this now.
I'm 50-50 still with whether grade school taught us anything.
Yeah.
Of course, there's some applications where I did use the things I learned, but other than that, like half the stuff I did learn, I'm not using.
Mm-hmm.
Like historical facts, yeah, it's fine, but did I have to take 12 years of it? I don't know.
Yeah. History is important.
Yeah, it is now, today,
Mm-hmm.
but like, I don't know.
I get what you're saying though. I think okay. So for me, like, it's hard to. For me, it's hard to say if it prepared me.
To be an adult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's kind of like a yes and no. Again, the basics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I didn't learn like dedication and hard work and discipline until I started like working. Actually, you know,
After.
that's when I started like putting like real effort or whatever.
But how
'cause-
would you instill that in a grade school kid?
I don't know. Maybe it's up to them. It's hard to
that's
say.
true.
Cause I mean, for me, it was like I was actually like finally like working for something, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it kept me engaged, I guess, you know. So, but I don't know. Like, if I were to go back and like do school over again, I would definitely try my best.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, you either learn that school did prepare you or it didn't. Like the only way to I think really learn is to try your best. You know.
Yeah.
Like if you went back, if you're able to go back in time and do it again,
Knowing the stuff I know now and go back.
would you do it differently?
Yeah.
Me too.
Like you would try your best.
Yeah.
I would have better odds of going to college.
Yeah.
I got lucky when I got accepted. I was on a waiting list, and then luckily somebody decided not to go, and they filled me in.
That's good.
And that was the only place I applied to, too. Like, I was on the verge of joining the military.
Yeah.
If I didn't get accepted, or go to BCPI. It's one or the other. Because I knew that I would be wasting money taking general classes without having a idea of what to do in mind, like a major in mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to waste money then.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, I mean, do you think grade school is preparing you? Shake the camera, yes or no?
It's got to be a lot harder for a current student to say, though.
Yeah,
Like,
because they haven't experienced life yet.
still in the thick of it.
Well, I don't know, cause I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we should learn how to do taxes and stuff. We don't learn that.
I don't think you will.
Probably will, but not right now.
Taxes is it's a game that they don't want you to learn.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, I got to tell you about that.
And it's really tough.
I've heard some
Current?
stuff.
Current stuff?
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you about that off mic, though.
Oh, conspiracies?
No.
Oh,
It's interesting. I'll tell you that.
okay.
This podcast I've been listening to.
Death, Money, and Taxes?
No.
I don't know if that's a
I'll
real
tell you
show.
about it. but-
Yeah, I don't have much notes or other notes left on this.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
What was your favorite cafeteria food?
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's tough because
Depends.
elementary school food was different from high school food.
Yeah, and middle school food.
I could tell you from each level.
Sure.
Elementary school was Stromboli. What about your favorite elementary?
Stromboli. Like all the way through till high school.
Oh, for
We
real?
had that all the way. Yeah.
I
hell
never
yeah.
had it all the way. It was just elementary.
It was the best.
What about
I
you?
love Stromboli.
Elementary.
French fries.
In elementary?
That's it?
Yeah.
What
That's
about
my
like
favorite.
what about like a meal?
Oh, my
favorite
spaghetti.
Okay.
I like
I
the
remember that.
spaghetti
Yeah, I remember
too.
those.
A lot of people like hate on the cafeteria food. Some of them deserved it, but I kind of like
The
the
close
spaghetti.
my close second in elementary food was traveling nachos. The barf in the
Yeah,
bags.
that was good
Oh.
too.
I don't know why they call it barf in the bags.
Just because that's what it reminded them of. I like that.
And they were eating like it was good because it was good.
Yeah. I like the square or the rectangle pizzas too. Like the pepperoni bits or whatever.
It would suck if you eat that later because the bottom would get soggy.
Yeah.
'Cause
You
of
got
the
to eat it
condensation.
immediately.
Yeah. Middle school food for me was I forgot what they had in middle school. I remember I'll always get the French fries and put Old Bay seasoning on the French fries.
Yeah, that's the best.
But I can't remember what the main meal was. I want to say it was either chicken tenders or
Me too.
something else.
Yeah, you know the chicken tenders were good, but for me, like sometimes the breading would be too hard and they like cut the roof
Kinda
on my
dry.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just cut you up.
So what was your favorite middle school?
Stromboli all the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Still? I never...
Yeah,
Did they have that in Tuckahoe?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember that at all.
Really?
Yeah, I just remember the French fries and Old Bay seasoning.
I think it was I think for me it was like all the way till high school. Right?
Pizza.
Middle school?
Yeah, pizza.
Yeah, pizza's good. Did you have the rectangles or was it like sliced traditionally?
Caesars. Was it Caesars?
Yeah, it was Little Caesars and
I remember
squares.
every Friday
did
at
have
Caesars. It
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
was
had
good.
Caesars since?
Yeah.
For some reason, Caesars tastes better at a school cafeteria.
Yeah.
Then when you go and buy it right now.
Yeah, it could be Monday and you'd be like, oh, what is this? And by the time you got to Friday, you're excited and had your money ready to buy it or whatever. And you're like, oh man, Little
Much
Caesars
money,
pizza.
man.
High school food. That was when they first started introducing the healthy stuff.
Yeah.
So they had
Like
like the
what?
baked chicken fingers. And I don't remember if they had baked fries or not, but
Potato wedges.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Those were good.
Taco Bell.
They got rid of that when I went. All
I
the
didn't have that.
fast food stuff they got rid of.
Well, they had the vending machines too when I went to high school.
Yeah, I can't remember. They don't have much of an option
No,
in high school.
I guess everything's trying to be healthy now.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
What else? I think that's it.
There was something else I was gonna ask, but I forgot. It was also about lunch, maybe though.
Oh, remember? We're diving more into the experiences of school, but
Yeah.
remember in elementary school they had the red light, yellow light, and green light for when the cafeteria was too loud or too rowdy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they had the silent table.
yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh.
Who was the loudest person that had to sit at that table?
Okay, yeah. How do you get qualified to sit at the silent table? Just being too loud.
Yeah, too disruptive.
Oh,
or
during
whatever.
class though, right?
No, at the cafeteria.
At the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. This is probably the most sad thing ever. But remember, I don't know if it happened to y'all, but it happened to me. If you forget your lunch money, or you had to owe money, but you didn't have money,
Yeah.
and all you could eat was just a roll of bread, bread roll and butter.
Yeah.
I felt so terrible, man. As a kid, that's trying to traumatize me. Why would you do that to a kid?
Yeah.
I mean, as an adult, it's fine because
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
our
work it out,
foods are
but-
worse now. But like, as a kid, like you're seeing your friends eating these pizzas and spaghettis and strombolis, and all you get is a piece of bread.
Yeah.
That's messed up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had to do that a couple times. And the butter they provided with it was like always like cold and hard.
Yeah, I
Remember
mean that's how it's like. It was this much too.
Yeah. But it's just like I really have to dig in there for that. Oh yeah, this is the thing I want to say. Like my mom always gave me like lunch money, for school or whatever. But like after like years after graduating school and everything, like I loaned my brother some money for some stuff. But then when he paid me back, it was all in like dollar bills because like he worked at a barbecue place.
Yeah.
So he just paid back in like the tips he got. So he gave me all that, like all the money back I loaned him. And I like kept all those dollar bills. Like I didn't deposit it or anything. I just kept it like in the box in my room or whatever.
Yeah.
And like one day my mom was like, I guess she was like cleaning my room and stuff. And she saw like all those dollar bills.
Yeah.
So like when I got home from work or whatever, I was like, she's like, Ricky, I found all these dollar bills in this box in your room. Is that all the lunch money that I gave you? Have you been saving it and not eating? Is that why you're so skinny? I was laughing so hard. I was like, no. It's like,
Well, how old were you when this happened?
it was a couple years ago. So like 20, I want to say like 23, 24.
Oh,
maybe.
recently. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a few years back. But
I was
yeah.
just saying,
It's like
after
the
all these
whole
years?
time, yeah. Because it was just like straight up, but they weren't even like crumpled up or anything. It was just like clean,
Oh.
so, like
Stacked
dollar
up.
bills. Yeah, I was like, how did you? Like when you gave me those dollar bills, they weren't that like clean, you know.
Oh, just stack it and like randomly put it in the
Yeah.
box. Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny. Dude, I could never like skip lunch though, man. Like I
know.
gotta eat.
Yeah.
It's great.
Remember on field day? We're going back to the experience. In field day, they would give us the bag lunches. It was just a sandwich and chips.
Yeah, I kind of like that because it was different.
It was different, but
It felt special
it was
to
so
me.
sad if you think about it.
Yeah.
I like
I don't
bread.
know. Anyway,
I was
Yeah.
a fan of that.
I wasn't either.
I wasn't really picky with a lot of the foods. I think
you say you were or weren't?
weren't.
Okay.
Because I think like growing up, there's a lot of times where like there wasn't like a lot of food in the house, so we eat just like like rice and fish sauce.
Yeah.
So, you ever done that? And sometimes it'd be like hard rice too. That was fun to eat. But yeah, so I wasn't really picky after that about food.
Yeah.
Still not to this day.
Yeah.
Man, all right. I guess that wraps up, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I could talk about a lot about other school stuff, but
Yeah. We say that for another one.
yeah,
I got
just a little taste at the end here.
a
That's
redux.
it. Oh, sorry for the squeaky chair, by the way. I didn't realize if I was been
That's
doing
all right,
this.
man.
Yeah, sorry.
It's a new chair.
Me too.
Shout outs? I don't have any new shout outs today.
Shout out to the camera guy.
Shout out to the camera guy.
So,
Any other shout outs?
yeah, of course. Shout out to Virac.
I was gonna save him for last. He had like shout outs for the past 3 episodes.
We gotta do it, man. Was Tino dollar sign?
Yeah, he's not having an event today. His cap soul thing. I gotta show you that. We talked about it, but I haven't showed you it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, shout out to him. Virac, always. Apparently, your whole job knows about us now.
Yeah. Hello to all my coworkers if they made it this far.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
My new
He's
coworkers don't know. Well, they kind of know, but they're not listening. My old coworkers, shout out to them. Yeah. Real quick. Oh, kind of. On a serious note. We had a episode where we talked about stress and mental health stuff briefly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I should say this. I guess kind of reiterate what we talked about in the episode. If you're dealing with like mental health or stress, depression, and you need someone to talk to, just find someone to talk to. You want to kind of carry this?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like Vila was saying, like, just don't be afraid to reach out to anybody. If you need help, you know, there's always people in your life
Yeah.
that are willing to, even if you think you have nobody around. You know, there's always going to be somewhere for you to go, people for you to talk to. And if you do need to call someone, there's always the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's 1-800-273-8255. And they have an online chat as well. So if you're ever feeling like you're in a dark place, that you need help, you know, never be afraid to ask.